What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Legion of Nerds. I'm Chuck.
I'm Brandy.
I'm Brian.
Tonight we're gonna be talking about the movie The First Omen, directed by Arkasha Stevenson, starring what was her name? Neil Tiger Free and Bill Nye. Before we get into anything, if you like what we do here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment, leave all the comments. Like, we want to know good comments, bad comments. We want to know all the criticism.
Helps us get better.
That's right. That's right. First, we'll each talk about a little bit of stuff, spoiler free, but then we'll go into spoiler mode for a little while. But we'll make sure we'll let y'all know before we do that, of course. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
You want to go first?
Sure.
All right.
One of the best things I have to say about the movie, it was an homage to Omen, how slow and procrastinated leads up to everything. I love it. The music, great.
Right.
Like we talked about that earlier. I mean, the music in it was just, it was a good score for the movie.
Yes, it was.
And you don't get that hardly anymore.
Right.
At least not good old school horror movies. And I actually consider this an old school type of horror movie because it wasn't what we're seeing nowadays with the flash and everything like that.
Right. Everything's jump scares and
Yep. I mean,
flashy.
the acting in it, I have to say, I actually enjoyed the acting in this one.
Yes.
And that definitely helped it. It sold it out a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that for right now.
Yeah. What about you?
I really enjoyed it. It did keep me on the edge of my seat for a lot of it, and it was a lot of this. And it was because the score gave us that build-up and that anticipation. And again, old school horror, not all the jump scares like we're getting in every other movie nowadays.
Right.
So I really liked that.
Good. Yeah. Moving on. What I really liked about it was the tension building. The music did, like you were saying, did a great job of building the scenes psychologically for you. Because, man, it hit some strings and some fucking notes, and you'd be like, what? It just, like,
Wait a minute.
like nails on a chalkboard kind of deal.
Kind of what's coming? Like,
Right.
What's gonna happen? You're like,
Man, the acting was good. Like, it was great. It was really great, actually. And I love Bill Nye, no matter what he's in. He's one of my favorites.
He plays a great bad guy all the time.
Yes, bad guy. He can play anything.
Yes.
And I love him in everything. I've never heard of Neil Tiger Free. I haven't done any research on her, but I definitely will after this. And I'm pretty sure we will see more of her. Arkasha Stevenson. I know that name, but I can't tell you from what. I don't think it was anything huge, but I've heard the name, especially in like horror circles or something. And it's got to be like TV shows or something. We'll look it up after.
you have to, because she looks familiar, and like she plays some kind of old witch or something.
Oh, you're talking about the...
He must be talking about Sonya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arkasha is the director.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I think Arkasha helped write it too. I think was one of the co-writers.
I'm stuck on that old lady for some reason.
See? What was her name?
Sonya Braga.
Sonya Braga. She did perfect. Like, as a menacing nun, just nun. You know, in general. Like, you know, the stories
you hear about nuns.
Old hard
she is that
nuns.
nun.
Like, she's that nun. Plays it perfectly too.
Dude, she gave me creeps.
Right?
Like literally throughout that whole movie, she just gave me that. Like, she just want to take your hands off the table, like, oh, just waiting for that right across the finger.
That's right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's right. And Ralph Ineson, Galactus.
Yes.
I know y'all laugh at me because I keep calling him Galactus, but he's gonna be Galactus. And that voice, the voice, like it just, it's gonna
Yeah.
be. I
It
think the
is.
voice is
It
gonna be
is.
great.
Name is Father Brennan. I apologize for startling you. Please, sit with me. This will only take a few minutes.
He played a good character. I mean, his character fit good.
Yeah, I've never seen him play a bad role.
No. And he played a good, that foreign priest that every
Yes.
Omen's got. That, okay.
That's right. That's right. Well, I think I'm gonna give it an A minus, which come with y'all know from me is if it's in the A range, it's
Can't steal my grade.
well, it is my grade,
That was my
and
grade.
we didn't even talk about it before,
No.
so like we're not matching grades or nothing. But if you can break into that A with me, you got me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got me, and yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna give it an A minus. The score was great, the acting was great, the visuals, and I don't mean just when the crazy stuff was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean like the visuals, like the environment they set
Yes.
up, everything. It was fantastic. It really was. It was one of the best horror prequels that I've seen, like probably ever. I don't know about one of the best prequels ever, but it's definitely one
Yeah.
of the best horror.
I mean,
prequels.
it goes good with the storyline, I'd have to say, of just the way the Omen movie plays out, with them trying to make this like the origin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh yeah, it bookends perfectly
yes.
into.
I mean, I'll give it that. And that's why I'll probably I'm an A at the most.
Yeah.
I can't plus it.
No, but A is
No,
good though.
I A-minused it myself.
Right.
Like before the video, you were like, I already have my grade, and I'm not telling
I mean,
nobody.
just for
and
what
in
the
my
movie
head, I
is
was
and
like,
everything, yeah,
I was
an
like,
A.
I'm gonna give it an A minus. I don't care what he says. And then you said that, and I was like, well, now it just sounds like I'm copying him.
Put it into perspective. Mad Max Fury Road gets an A from me, and that's my favorite Mad Max movie. Like, and I think it's one of the best action movies ever, but it don't get no plus. But it gets an A, and that's what I mean by if you get anywhere near an A from me, like you got
I'll
me.
watch it again.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this one again.
Oh, yeah.
because I know I had to have missed something or.
Like,
I wanted.
There
to
were
turn
so
it
many
right back on.
callbacks to the other movies. I know I had
Yes.
to have missed. So I'm gonna go watch the other movies now, just so they're fresh in my head, and then come back and watch this movie just so I can
You can-
see what it is I
Yep.
missed.
catch
wanted
the
to
stuff
turn
all
it.
over again.
Yes,
I wanted to turn it right back on.
yes, it was good. It was really good. Well, would y'all like to go into spoiler territory?
Sure.
Do this.
Yeah, because that's what we were talking about with the whole homage to the other movies.
Yes. Oh, I
Yes,
know. We
'cause-
gotta talk about what it is.
Yes, because there are some parts in there. I mean, for one, the nun.
It's all for you. No, don't.
That was the main one.
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean, every Omen movie's got to have the hanging nun.
Yeah. And the on fire.
Yep.
Then this is for you.
Yep.
Like, this is all for you. and let me tell you what, they set it up great for it to be old Carlita or whatever. But
yes.
I knew old girl
Yep.
was
No,
looking
yes. She was
Yeah.
looking at the wrong person.
at. Yeah, old
She
girl.
needed to
She
be
was looking.
at herself.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about
Margaret.
that at our intermission.
Maggie.
Yes. Margaret.
Maggie.
Yeah.
Maggie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her. Yes.
Yes.
But it does definitely make it try to seem like it's the little girl, and you're
Right.
like,
She was backup.
yeah.
If they couldn't get old girl, she'd be next in line. Is what it was.
But they were playing it
They-
off pretty
they
well,
wanted
like
to
that.
speed
Yeah.
up the process. So
Yeah.
they
Yes.
brought her in
Yes.
to consummate.
Yeah. Yeah, during the little intermission time that we took, we had discussed some theories.
Do your time,
And
do your time.
we were all correct
Yeah.
on the whole. It's her and not the younger one.
Well, again, because we're used to them old school play style movies, so we're all like, okay, I got you.
Yeah, yeah.
I got you.
And to be honest, she came in with Bill Nye. So
Yeah. That's usually a good setup in one of
Poor
the movies.
Bill Nye. He can't never be the good guy.
not saying he can't.
Not when he's playing a
Just-
powerful role like that.
You think
I
so?
mean,
Yeah, well, you're not wrong.
I mean, he did great on Hot and Fuzz.
But
I mean,
I know he wasn't a bad guy, but
he wasn't in Hot Fuzz.
He wasn't.
No.
That's right.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yep.
Yes.
Because he was.
Yeah. I mean, he was in Hot Fuzz, but he was at the beginning. He was one of the cops in
Yes.
London.
Yes.
That's
You know, but he wasn't. He didn't play no part in
Yeah.
the actual movie. You know. But yeah, Shaun of the Dead. He played his stepdad or whatever, and he wasn't like any menacing person in there.
No.
But I understand what
he
you're
just
saying
gives
because
that demeanor.
I bet the first time you saw him, he was Celine's daddy in Underworld,
Yes.
and ever since then, he's probably been that kind of person to you. I understand
Yeah.
completely. Yeah.
Slimy, sleazy.
Yes. Always hiding something. He's got some kind of agenda he's been hiding from everybody the whole time, kind of deal.
But he plays it well.
He does.
He plays it
He
well.
fucking does. Yeah, Bill Nye's great.
But yeah,
What was your favorite? If you want to give away any spoilers. Or if there's a scene that you want to talk about.
I know y'all say that there wasn't a whole lot of body horror, but like coming from a female standpoint, like when they were cutting Chick open and she fainted, that was a very big body horror moment.
Yeah, yeah.
And then whenever her body transformed almost instantly.
Well, earlier in the movie, when Galactus was talking about Ralph Ineson, sorry, was telling her, wasn't it? Or no, it was at the beginning when
The older
the
priest.
oh man, and I even called his name, but it's Targaryen. From the
Yes.
House, Game of Thrones. Oh, he was the bad guy in Last Action Hero
oh my God.
with the eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Yes. I'm just so mad because I called him out in the movie because I was like, man, is that such and such?
Charles Dance.
Charles Dance.
Yep.
I was like, man, is that Charles Dance? But he went at the very beginning when he was telling his story.
He was talking about how the birth was very quick.
quick how
Like-
she got pregnant. The pregnancy didn't last long, and then here come toward the end, and old girl got pregnant, and like
Like
overnight,
instant.
it was like no, within like a 6 hour period, probably even not even that long, she
Yeah.
got fat and had the baby,
But that's
or they took the baby.
yeah. That whole spasm thing though was kind of throwing me off.
Oh, when she looked like a zombie or like
Yeah.
she was possessed.
Yeah, when she was getting possessed.
Was she fucking the church?
Yeah.
Because she
Pretty
was
much.
standing right outside
Yeah.
the church.
Yeah.
Because that's how I looked at it.
Pretty much.
She was standing there like fuck the church and fuck you, and you know like.
But yeah,
but
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. There were times where it didn't seem, but she's like there was some sexual connotations. And,
Yes.
All throughout the movie.
No, in that just in that scene though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, all throughout the movie, of course, because that's what this movie was about. Was yeah. Well, I mean, and not only did it bring up people in power using the power.
Yep.
They brought up
Misusing.
right. It brought up sexual abuse. It dealt with abortion.
Yep.
Like there were all
A
kinds of
lot
little.
of touchy subjects.
That's right. That it touched on.
Yeah.
But welcome to 1970s and 80s horror.
Yes.
Yes.
where they didn't care.
No.
Where fuck your feelings, we're here to scare you. And if you have feelings about it, that's exactly what they want.
Yeah.
They want those feelings.
It really
They
wasn't
give
about
them
the
to
scare.
us,
They
you
were
know?
trying to get you to walk out of the theater and be like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick."
Yes.
That's what they were going for back in our
There was
day.
a lot of it
There were a
too.
few of those.
Yeah,
There were a few of those moments when Paolo got hit by the car.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, what was crazy was right after the intermission, and she went and got us something to eat, right? And when she come back, she sat down, she started eating, and I hit play, and she instantly put her hot dog down.
Okay, I was wondering why'd you put her plate down so quick.
Because dude's guts were hanging out, and they looked like hot dogs. I know it's exactly what it was.
It is. He's not wrong. It was really, I just made this, and it looks a lot like what's on the screen. I'm going to set this down for a second. I'll get my laptop back in a minute.
I know this might be too much information, but usually when we sit down for a movie, it's 2 Nathan's hot dogs and some milk duds. So, yeah, when we talk about hot dogs, that's what it is. It's our movie time snack.
Every time.
That's right.
Even at the theater.
Yeah.
He likes the weenie.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Especially Nathan's.
Nathan's are the best.
That's right. Gotta go find Nathan.
Couldn't help it, dude. That door was just in there flapping open. I'm all like,
That's right. So, what I want to know now is, you think they'll make they'll continue the sisters, the 3 sisters?
see,
Well, I know one's mom.
Yeah.
But the 3, they're like,
and that means the girl is marked. And that does bring. See, that's where I kind of like,
because we know where Damien goes.
Yes.
And where he goes.
Well, yeah, but that brings up the question.
next.
Yeah, what happens? Yeah, what? Wait a minute. Where'd these 3 come in at? What are we doing with them 3? We should have heard about this a while ago.
Right. And I got to thinking, but did Damien have a sister at any point in the original series? Because it got me thinking, but I don't watch a lot of Omen, and it's been a minute. Like, I have seen them all, but I probably ain't watched them in 10, 15 years, you know.
There
Like,
was one. There was one made. A TV series. If I'm correct. It didn't last long. But it was of a girl
Yeah.
who played as the main character of Omen.
I have to look into that whenever.
I'm wondering, God, I was a kid when I saw this. I want to say early 90s.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of, actually, now. There's a lot of shows based on horror movies.
Oh, yeah, because back in the day, there was like Friday the 13th. And
Yes.
there was the Freddy Krueger one.
Friday 13th didn't have nothing to do with Jason.
Nope.
Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Shut up.
Freddy's Nightmares is what it's
Yes.
called. Didn't
Yes.
have nothing to do with
Nope.
Freddy. Freddie, Robert
rip-off.
Englund would come in and introduce the episode, and then he'd like laugh at you on the way out or whatever.
Yep. They'll
That's
cut
it.
scenes every once in a while,
Yeah.
with an arm or something, or the boys, and Freddy would come.
Yeah. You know, he came in and spent a day doing intros and outros, and that was all he was in it for.
Guys missed out on a bunch of stuff we grew up with.
Oh yeah, like I remember watching it for the first time, going, "What is this?" And especially the Friday the 13th show. Like, what is this show about these 2 people running an antique shop?
Yep.
Who gives a fuck? Like, just because they're supernatural artifacts, we're gonna call it Friday the 13th.
You got stuck in it, huh?
I did watch it, but it was my kind of show too.
Yep.
Supernatural artifacts and
Yep.
creepy stuff.
Right along with it.
Yeah. Man.
Stay up till midnight just to watch it.
Yeah. And yes, back to the first Omen.
Sorry.
You were talking about the body horror. Oh, I go off on tangents all the time. But back to the body horror, and you even said the first scene where she passes out at the end of it. That was
Intense.
It was very intense. I'm not even a female, and it was wow.
Yeah.
Watching it, like, it had me going, ooh.
And they were even doing a build up to it.
Yes.
That's what was kind of the, okay, wait a minute. Are you gonna? Yep, sure enough, here we go.
Right. And there's when she saw the jackal hand and all
Yes.
that was coming out of the vagina and all that, like it was wild. And like I said, that was just her psyche
Her subconscious trying to bring that forward.
telling what had happened to her, because it was just like the night before that jackal had her way with her, or whatever. And now she's
No, thank you.
right.
No, thank you.
She's the mama of the Antichrist.
Without knowing it until the very end,
Oh yes,
which good build up.
yes.
But again, like I said, we
But they did a good job of
They
building
did.
up to revealing
yes,
it's her.
like I said, that's good. I mean, it followed in that good omen aspect of it because the slow build up to the climatic end, and you're like,
Right.
yep, we knew this was coming.
That's
But
right.
again, it was a good one.
It was. I enjoyed it very, very much.
Very much so.
I hope we continue with it. Like the
I hope they
franchise.
do. I mean, like you said, I'd like to see what happens to the mom or the three girls, the mom and the daughter, and I guess she's gonna be a stepdaughter now.
Yeah.
But it was. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that was a nice little twist. Because a girl? Wait a minute, what?
That's wild. Well, like I said, y'all. Oh man, A- for me. A-.
A minus.
A.
Yep. And
So,
for me.
Y'all need to go see it ASAP. From what I understand, it's on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, if not, it's available to own on all the streamers. Go watch it.
Yep.
Have you a good scare night. That's right.
Or a good gory one. Just don't eat at the crucial parts.
That's right. And leave the
If
hot
you got a
dog.
weak, if you got a weak stomach, leave the hot dogs at home.
This is all for you. That's right. Well, if you like what we do here, hit the like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I've been Chuck.
I've been Brandy.
I'm Brian.
This has been the Legion of Nerds. Y'all don't have too much fun.
Peace.
It's all